Hey comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all-important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision what comic books to buy. And today, guys, we're talking about Go Go Power Rangers, issue number 0 by Boom Studios. That's right, guys. Now, this is a highly anticipated comic. There's a lot of people talking about this book for a long time, and the cover art was really well done on here. If you want, you can collect the entire set by getting all the Rangers. I only got Blue Ranger, which is Billy. At first, I wasn't going to buy this, but I wanted to see what the Power Rangers had to offer in comic book form. I wasn't a huge fan of the TV series. When I first was introduced to it, I was in high school. And to tell you this honest story, I was making out with my girlfriend at the time, and her little brother was watching this on TV, and I first saw it, and I stopped making out with her. I'm like, what the hell is this generic version of Voltron? So that's how I was introduced to the Power Rangers. Now, I've watched a few episodes here and there, and I was always to this day, I'm always like, it seems kind of generic, but, you know, people love the Power Rangers. It's a huge thing. And I can totally understand that. It's a great concept, and I wanted to see what this comic had to offer, so I decided to pick it up. So this book is written by Kyle Higgins. The artwork is done by Hendry Presetta, if I said that right. Now, the artwork is very impressive in this book. I love this, as you get to see Tommy, the Green Ranger. You get to see Rita in the background, the sword. You get to see the Rangers all fallen in battle. And I was like, wow, it looks pretty nice, you know. And the characters look really well drawn. They're solid looking. They just got great facial expressions, I thought. Rita looks like a true villain in here, and I was overly impressed with it. You get to see some of them morph in, you get to see them morph into their Power Ranger form, and the way that was done was really nice. And then you get to see the Power Rangers go into action, and they get to battle one of Rita's creatures in here. So I thought it was really nice. And then you get to see Kimberly in here with her Zord. So really nice, and I was impressed by it. So what did I think of this story, though? Was the story any good? So you wind up finding out here Rita is possessed the Green Ranger Tommy. She is kind of like in control of him, making him do things, and she's kind of manipulating him, seeing that you know, that he's not any good without her. And obviously Rita is, I think, her creation to begin with, if I'm not mistaken. So right away from the beginning of the book, you wind up seeing Jason. He's sitting there talking to Tommy, going, "Dude, you all right? You don't seem right. You seem a little off." It's like, yeah. He's kind of shaking it off and whatnot. He's trying to, I guess, battle Rita's, you know, head talking or whatever it is. So you get to see a little bit of this book. You get to see Rita herself. You get to see her little sidekick. I forgot his actual name. And then you get to see all the other Rangers slowly being introduced into the book. So you get to see Trini, and you get to see Kimberly. And it's kind of like watching the show in a way, because they're all wearing their color counterparts, so you know which Ranger is which. You get to see Zach and Billy and everybody else. And then when danger comes across, here we go, it's morphin' time, and you wind up seeing, just like you would on the TV show, and they're like, Mastodon, Pterodactyl, Triceratops, Saber-tooth Tiger, you know, Triceratops and Dragon Zord. So they all morph, they become the Power Rangers, they start doing battle, and they wind up prevailing, but it was not without consequence, because Jason, again, Jason was giving the order to Tommy to destroy this monster, and what happens is, being that he was manipulated by Rita, he hesitated at first, and there was this whole destruction that was caused amongst the bridge, and then Kimberly had to go out on her sword, and she had to actually save the day. Really beautiful artwork there. And so they wind up going back to headquarters, and they're given a lecture by Zordon, and then you wind up seeing what's his face in there too, the little robot dude. I forgot his name. Totally forgot his name offhand. I just blanked on me. And at the end of it, you wind up seeing Rita come into play, and we find out that it's a big distraction, and we see Scorpina give her this crystal, and she's like, oh, the true plan is in place, our new beginning, you know. And then you get this backup story with Bulk and Skull in there, which was a fun little story, and you can expect something like that in issue 0. So because this issue 0 was a taste of what's to come for the Power Rangers, and at the end of the page, it kind of gives you, you know, the little story of what's coming with the Green Ranger. So, what did I think about this actual book? I thought it was well done. I actually like Power Rangers better in comic form than I do in TV form, because I think with the comics, you can do anything. You know, your imagination can run wild on the pages. You can draw whatever you want. You don't have to worry about TV. You don't have to worry about budgets and things like that. So I thought it was very well done. I love the character interactions in here between each other, and at times it did feel like you were watching the show. It had that vibe to it, and I loved how they transformed into the Power Rangers. There's a very classic feel to it if you're a longtime Power Rangers fan, and it was definitely a great read, and it had a great cliffhanger, making the reader want to read more. So I think I'm actually going to continue this, and I like this better. You know, if I've never seen Power Rangers before and I picked this up for the first time, I was like, dude, this is badass. I like this because I loved it in comic form so much more. So after reading this one, I'm going to give this one probably a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I didn't care so much for the second story. It was kind of, take it or leave it. But that's why I didn't get the perfect 5 out of 5 for me. But definitely a good book, and I suggest you guys, if you're into Power Rangers, I think you're going to love it. So, again, guys, 4.5 out of 5 stars from me. Again, until that next comic book, guys, comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. And check out my old school channel, Comic Book Corner Old School, if you want to see some classic comic book reviews. So, again, fans, until that next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.